Listen, I wanted to discuss this news involving Charlotte Flair, Tiffany Stratton, and Ludwig Kaiser. We're going to get into it all because this is some serious news. To be honest with you, I'm hearing so much talk going on about this and this and that. But to be honest with you, this feud was growing a little bit stale. These guys, well, these ladies, excuse me, um, they went on an exchange that people are saying went off the rails. They may have went into business for themselves. Tiffany Stratton, I'm hearing that they saying that Charlotte was the one who went off the cuff. And then, Tiffany said something, and obviously Tiffany hinted at Charlotte basically, failing in all of her marriages, a little bit below the belt. I'm not sure if they discussed that headed into the promo. We all know wrestlers, if you is a big history of them when they go into business for themselves, usually it's consequences behind it. Now Charlotte had to fire back. You in front of all of these people, she can't just take that. And the people watching, this is WrestleMania season, you understand. Now you had you took the shot. You had the crowd ooh and on. Lord knows what people were saying at home. Now you had to fire back. She come out and say, "Why's Kaiser in her DM?" Now we got to understand. These wrestlers, they get a little out of control. If you look at the history, usually they always, not always, but for the most part, it's very prominent that a male wrestler will basically engage with one of the female wrestlers, and that's usually ideal because you're doing so much travel. Why not travel with your partner? But that's kind of crazy if that is true. Ludwig Kaiser responded. Um, to be honest with you, I believe that this is beautiful, and I believe this feud possibly could be getting ignited a little bit because it was stale completely. This is for the WWE Women's Championship, and you have Charlotte Flair. Number one, you have Tiffany Stratton, who they are propped up as a baby face, who probably is a natural born heel. So it's awkward there, and you got Charlotte, who is a heel, in this feud. Now the crowd is don't know which or what, but it's just I think that has something to do with it too. But now you have a situation where it's spewing a little bit outside the ring, it's getting a little bit of cat dog-ish, and it's getting a little reality TV-ish. And especially if this is some real heat, listen, you build on this. People are talking. This is what you want. Nobody was talking before. I don't care what in the world people are saying. Who in the world was talking? Everybody was saying like this. Nobody cared. I don't know what's the bad blood behind the scenes. I do believe Charlotte is walking away with this title. I just don't listen. Charlotte came back in the what was it, in the Royal Rumble. She was epic. We got to just keep it real. She was epic, and she secured her position. And look now. Obviously Tiffany Stratton. She's been doing good. She's got the title. She's got the look. I think she's gonna hold this belt a lot. But I just don't see Tiffany Stratton beating Charlotte. Unless it's some kind of interference or something like that. This is Charlotte Flair. The daughter of Ric Flair. Speaking of Ric Flair will be on Busted Open, and Lord knows what he's going to say about this whole situation. This is going to be intriguing. But let me know your thoughts. Was Ludwig Kaiser really in Charlotte Flair's DM, or did Charlotte have to fire back because you had Tiffany Stratton, a young buck, and listen, Tiffany Stratton listen, she turning heads. I don't know if Charlotte is getting a little insecure. You see this new girl, and she looked like she could be the future of this industry. And Charlotte maybe not ready to pass the rock. You see Charlotte still coming to the ring thinking she the baddest woman in the planet. So there's a lot of that going on too. Don't let it go over your heads. There's a lot happening here. There's a lot happening. But number one, what's happening the most is people are talking and people care about this feud. This is for the WWE Women's Championship. It will be decided at WrestleMania 41 who will be victorious. I'm putting my money on Charlotte Flair. It is what it is. It's Flight Sports TV. If you want more news, updates, and more on wrestling, make sure you subscribe. And I got more content coming. Peace and love. You already know what it is.